Hi friends, welcome back. Recently I posted a video and you saw Sowore in prison, and I encouraged every one of us and I asked us to remove that veil that is covering our face, and I asked us to remove that scale that is covering our eyes. Right now, the court has granted Sowore bail, and Bakare is a 23-year-old. They call him mandate. He is also charged with the same offense, the same crime, trumped up charges. They call this criminal charges that if cooked up, brought up, they call it treasonable felony. Sowore's bail conditions is so tough. I mean, it is so tough. Now, I think they did this so as to make sure that Sowore is unable to come up with all of this. Justice Ijeoma Ojukwu of Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has granted Nigerian pro-democracy advocate Omoyele Sowore and Olawale Bakare with stringent conditions. Now, I think this lady somehow is working with this present administration. For crying out loud, she has a name, a surname that she got probably from her husband, Ojukwu. Now, she should have gone back history and see that Ojukwu actually fought for the same thing. He wanted Nigeria to break apart. If they cannot have a decentralized system, let us break apart and let us stand as our own nation so we can see our problems ourselves. Then we will not point fingers to Awusa Fulani. Maybe then we will point finger to Ebonyi man, Enugu man, someone from Onitsha, and that although we speak the same language, maybe we will be able to have this thing sorted. If you look at countries in the West, every one of them speak the same language. Right now, we have a country called Nigeria with different and diverse languages. We have different cultures. We have different value system. The North is quite different from Nigeria. The gap in the difference is so huge. It's so different from the rest of the South. It doesn't mean the saboteurs are not from all the regions. It is not the Hausa that is the cause of the problem in Nigeria. It is actually the Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, and maybe one or two minority groups that are part of this administration. Example, you look at the minority group, so, Edo State. These are minority groups. These are minority in Nigeria, and maybe some other tribes too. These are minority groups in Nigeria. They're also part of the problems that we have in Nigeria. They represent Nigeria abroad in a kind of way that is so demeaning and shameful. And in politics too, they do what they have to do. You see, so all the problems can be pointed to all the regions in Nigeria, both Igbo, Yoruba, Tiv, Efik, whatever tribes you want to call it. These are the people that have brought Nigeria to where we are today. So if we break apart, we are still going to have the same group of people that are part of that corrupt system because they have a lot of money, because they've been in politics for a long time, because somehow they've been able to secure their entrench themselves in all the nooks and crannies of wherever they are from. Let's say, for example, Igbo land, you always find those people that have been involved in politics like Ekweremadu and some of them. These people have a lot of money. Now, it's going to take a lot of effort to kick against such people. It's going to take a lot of effort, and I think people are not afraid of this anyway, because then you know that you are dealing with an Igbo man. No one is going to say this and that. Then you know you are dealing with a Yoruba man. No one is going to say this and that. So that is my own take about this. Some might have a different opinion. Some want us to stay together. There is no problem in staying together. If only someone that is elected to serve will see the nation operate as a person that sees the nation as one. Transparency, punishment should be accorded to whoever that commits any offense, not all these trumped up charges. So Sowore's bail conditions include 100 million naira. Wow, 100 million naira. The same person that is being charged for money laundering, they claim that he laundered $60,000. What is this? Such a shame. The same Buhari that said Abacha is not a thief. Abacha that nearly looted everything in Nigeria. The money that Abacha looted is still being recovered till today. Just imagine how many years ago they've been recovering this money and it's not yet finished. And I'm very sure that some of this money are hidden abroad because those Westerners are also thieves. But they try to show themselves as people that are clean, but they are thieves too, because in Europe, in America, in any of this Western country, you cannot put a certain amount of money in the bank. They will call on you and visit you immediately. But they allow these criminals from Africa to bring money over there, and they keep quiet, and they even help them wash the money. They look for agencies that operate in a kind of covert manner. They use these agencies to cover up the money and produce fake documentations. These things happen. They know about these things. They do these things in the Caribbean. They do it in America. They do it in France. They do it in Europe, just like that. They do it in the United Kingdom. These people are also thieves, and our people are the reason why this is happening. Imagine, they enslaved you. Afterwards, they colonized you. And now they are practicing what they call neo-colonization. And you are such a fool. You steal from your people and you take it there. It shows that a lot of people are not normal. They are insane. They need to be taken to psychiatric hospital because they are not ready to do good for their people. It took Bill Gates to open the eyes of the man that they call the richest man in Africa, Dangote. Is it that Dangote did not see Amajiri children on the street? Are you saying that Dangote was born with silver spoon and gold spoon? No, there was a time in his life that he passed through that he could see poverty. He can't say he doesn't see. He has internet. He can see poverty all over the streets. He can see poverty in the northern part of Nigeria. So he said he took Mr. Bill Gates from United States of America, from another continent, to come down to open his eyes to see the challenges that we have in the health sector in Nigeria, to see the problems that we have. It's because he knows what these things are. Some people shut down other people from making money so as to make him make money. That's called monopoly, so that it will give them what they call kickbacks. And he has still been giving them. He supports politicians. He gives them money. The people that got him to that point that he is, that made him the richest man. And many others, not just Dangote, many of these people, this is how they got money too, through monopoly. Many of them, Yoruba people too are involved, Igbo people are involved too. So what are we saying here? It took that man to come down to show him. He tweeted it, he said it himself, I'm not making it up. Gates came with all this vaccine and a lot of things. Now we don't even trust them, because there are no scientists in Nigeria that can actually test these vaccines that are being brought to Nigeria, to Africa. You don't know what these things are. We've known for many years that these people don't really mean good per se. They use Africa as a test ground. They use Africans as guinea pigs to test certain things. Then all of a sudden something will sprout out. They say it's Ebola. They say it's this, is that. They say it's HIV. So they can point fingers at that continent like you are just useless. It's because people of Dangote and many others. What about charity? We are not talking of opening one stupid charity organization that is not so functional. Let us see it outright. Let us see you perform charity. Let them feel you, because once you die, your children take over. These people that you people have disenfranchised will attack you. They will attack. So the stringent conditions that Sowore has to face, and the other young 23-year-old Olawale Bakare is so stringent. I mean, they asked him to bring 100 million naira and this, two shorties in like sum. Imagine 100 million naira and two shorties in like sum. Must have one of the shorties must own landed property and deposit 50 million naira, and prohibited from traveling outside Abuja. What is this? So they are going to allow him free movement, but he cannot move out of Abuja. What does this mean? He can't go to his village to see anybody. He can't go. What are we talking about? So these are the conditions that Ojuku, Ijeoma. So I don't think this is right. These conditions are so stringent. I think she must have spoken to the president, and someone must have called out from the presidency, and that is why she's acting in line. Maybe she's a party faithful, or somehow they said she's going to be tried on some, Trump charges too. So she's trying to save her own skin. I wouldn't know. So Sowore's bail, I'll repeat again, 100 million naira. Two shorties in like sum. Must have one of the shorties own landed property and deposit 50 million naira. Bakare was granted bail to the sum of 50 million naira. That's a 23-year-old boy. Where will he get that money from? They brought up all of this to make sure that these people are not released. Where are they going to get 100 million? Where are they going to get 150 million? And also prohibited from traveling outside Osun State. That is where he's from. So he cannot leave Osun State. 50 million naira, and he won't travel out of Osun State. So Sowore and Bakare are prohibited from addressing the press until the completion of trial, which is not supposed to be. Now, this is a terrible thing. For sure, 100 million naira will be difficult to get right now. And even the 50 million. Where would this guy, that 23-year-old boy, does not have 50 million naira? He doesn't have it at all. Where is he going to get it from? His families are going to come up with 50 million naira in a country where minimum wage is 30,000 naira, and people are not yet ready. These criminals are not yet ready to pay. Anyway, that is what it is. Let us meet at the comment section. What is your take about this new development? Sowore being asked to pay this outrageous amount of money, 100 million naira, to shorties that would deposit 50 million naira and also have property. What are we saying? Let us meet at the comment section below. And while you're there, may I remind you to kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red notification icon bell. Tap on it so you'll be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.